You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, we're going to be talking about the NFL Pro Bowl here in this video. As you guys know, the NFL Pro Bowl has been a disaster. It's really been a complete disaster for roughly, I would say, the last 20 years. Out of all of the all-star games in the major sports, the Pro Bowl is the worst. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I believe that the NFL had when it comes to the Pro Bowl is they moved it to the week before the Super Bowl. And there's really no incentive whatsoever for top players to actually go to the Pro Bowl. Putting that game the week before the Super Bowl was a big mistake, because usually you would think that some of the best players are probably going to be in the Super Bowl, so they can't even compete in the Pro Bowl. When was the last time you actually saw Tom Brady play in the Pro Bowl? The greatest quarterback of all time does not play in the Pro Bowl, and he has a record number of Pro Bowl appearances for a quarterback. I believe that Tom Brady has been named to 15 Pro Bowls. And by the time you actually get to the actual game, you have a lot of guys that have no business being on the Pro Bowl roster because players, they just don't want to play. Well, guys, check this out. Over here on Fox News, NFL considering eliminating Pro Bowl game, according to reports. And guys, it's gotten to that point to where I believe this game should be eliminated. It's pretty much, just flag football out there. Guys don't really want to go to the Pro Bowl at all. One other mistake, by the way, guys, they moved the game from Hawaii. Having a game in Hawaii was a nice incentive for players to actually go and play. They get to spend a weekend in Hawaii. Sign me up for that. But as you can see here, there's actually a tweet from Ian Rappaport. It says here, the NFL is discussing the Pro Bowl week and ways to improve it, including possibility of eliminating the traditional game and using that Sunday to showcase the players in it. Essentially, what are the alternatives? The reality is the traditional Pro Bowl game is not what it should be. So what else can be done? Would a flag football game with some of the NFL stars be better? That's just one possible solution. I'm sorry. I don't want to see a flag football game at all with NFL players. I mean, it's already been a running joke in the actual games anyway that they're playing flag football right now because the game isn't as physical as it used to be. If you look at the NFL in the 1990s, there's a reason why QB ratings were lower than what they are now. It's because the defensive players can't be as physical as they used to be and knock a quarterback's head off. I mean, the things that they were doing in the 80s and 90s, you'll get kicked out of a game if you actually did that today. I don't like the look of a flag football thing. They also talking about a suggested 7-on-7 competition with no tackling. No, that is awful. That is completely awful. My solution is this, guys. Why don't they make the Pro Bowl just like they do the All-Pro team? The All-Pro team, players are just named to the All-Pro team. They never compete. They should do that with the Pro Bowl as well. Because that way you don't have lackluster players actually being named to the Pro Bowl. Because when you get to that actual game, folks, man, sometimes it's just some bad players being on the team that have no business being on the Pro Bowl roster. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, do you want to see the Pro Bowl go away? If you do, you may be in luck because that is under consideration from the NFL. What do you guys think the NFL should actually do about the Pro Bowl? So should they just allow, full-on tackling and all that other stuff? But I know a lot of players, they're concerned about getting injured. And of course, you don't want to see a player pull an ACL in a meaningless game. So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.